Have you ever stood at a crossroads, torn between the comfortable path you know and a risky, unknown trail that promises greater rewards? This is a dilemma that tests the courage of many, and it brings to mind the story of a man who chose the path less traveled. Let me tell you the tale of Alistair, a merchant whose decision to sell everything for a dream would either lead to ruin or unimaginable success. Alistair was a well-respected merchant in the bustling port city of Eld. His shop, the Gilded Compass, was a landmark, known for its exquisite silks, rare spices, and handcrafted jewelry. For 2 decades, he had built his reputation on reliability and quality. The shop provided him with a comfortable life, a warm home, and the respect of his community. Every morning, he would unlock the heavy oak door, the familiar chime of the bell a comforting sound. His days were predictable, his profits steady, and his future seemed secure. Yet, a quiet restlessness had begun to stir in his heart. The steady rhythm of his life, once a source of comfort, now felt like a gilded cage. One evening, a grizzled old sailor, his face a map of distant lands, wandered into Alistair's shop. He spoke not of silks or spices, but of a newly discovered archipelago far to the east, a place called the Sandstone Isles. He described islands with fertile volcanic soil, perfect for growing a unique, crimson-colored bean that produced a drink with an unparalleled aroma and flavor. The natives, he said, had no idea of its value to the outside world. The sailor's words painted a vivid picture in Alistair's mind, a vision of new markets, of pioneering trade routes, of building something truly his own from the ground up. The idea was audacious, a gamble of the highest order. It would mean leaving behind the certainty of the Gilded Compass for the treacherous and unknown waters of the Eastern Sea. The conflict raged within Alistair for weeks. His friends and family advised him against it. "Why risk everything you've built?" his brother asked. "Eldoria is your home, the shop is your legacy." They saw only the potential for loss, the loss of his savings, his reputation, and the comfortable life he had worked so hard to create. They saw the dangers of the sea, the threat of pirates, and the uncertainty of trading with unknown tribes. Every logical argument pointed towards staying. The comfort of his daily routine, the familiar faces of his loyal customers, and the security of his overflowing coffers were powerful anchors holding him to the shore. Staying was easy. Staying was safe. But this sailor's story had ignited a fire in Alistair that the comfort of his shop could not extinguish. He was a merchant, yes, but deep down, he was an adventurer who had forgotten how to explore. He realized that true wealth wasn't just about the gold in his coffers. It was about the richness of experience and the fulfillment of one's potential. He didn't want to spend the rest of his years wondering what if. With a heavy heart but a determined spirit, he made his choice. He sold the Gilded Compass, liquidated all his assets, and purchased a sturdy ship, hiring the old sailor as his guide. As he watched the familiar spires of Eldoria fade into the horizon, a wave of fear washed over him, but it was quickly replaced by a surge of exhilarating purpose. The journey was more arduous than he could have imagined. Storms battered his ship, and the crew faced sickness and doubt. But they persevered, and after months at sea, they finally sighted the Sandstone Isles. The sailors' tales were true. The crimson beans were real, and their flavor was extraordinary. Alistair established fair trade with the local tribes, offering them tools and textiles they valued in exchange for the beans. His first shipment back to the mainland sold for 10 times what he had invested. Within a few years, Alistair had created a new trading empire. He owned a fleet of ships, and the Sunstone brew became a coveted luxury in every major city. He had not just become wealthier in gold, but richer in spirit. His life a testament to the courage it takes to pursue a dream. Alistair's story teaches us a powerful lesson about opportunity and comfort. The familiar path is safe, but it often leads to a plateau. True growth, both financial and personal, often lies in the unknown, requiring us to take calculated risks and step outside our comfort zones. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest asset we can invest in is not a shop or a stock, but a bold idea and the courage to see it through. So, the next time you find yourself at a crossroads, think of the merchant who sold his shop for a dream. Ask yourself, Are you content with the comfortable harbor? Or are you ready to set sail for new horizons? Your greatest adventure might just be waiting.